Art has the ability to invoke emotions based on the different elements that it displays. As humans, we are complex. Although we may be feeling a certain way at a given time, the things that we see and consume can alter how we feel after we've experienced them. Such as music. Music is powerful, and so are our feelings, and we all have them. Such as the people that create our music. 73% of independent musicians experience mental health issues, according to the Record Union. That is 7 out of 10 approximately. But why is this so high?
Yo! We're Deaf Cats. We make music for like something like that. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
Is this the only band you've been in, or have you been in like any more?
We've been in previous
Yeah,
bands.
we've been in multiple bands, some together, some not.
What's your favourite thing about being in a band?
The energy.
Yeah, getting up on stage
Yeah.
and performing.
Is it quite rewarding?
Oh,
Yeah,
massively,
100%,
yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm a mental health nurse and I've worked in mental health since 1987.
Hi, I'm John. I am a mental health nurse. I've worked in mental health services since 2001.
Okay, and what kind of people have you worked with? Like, what areas among the trusts have you worked with?
I've got a broad range of experience. I've worked with older adults, I've worked with working age adults, I've worked with people with learning disabilities, I've worked with people who misuse substances, and currently I'm just waiting to start a new job working in camps.
I've worked in adult services, I've worked in inpatient services, I've worked with children and young people, I've worked in eating disorders, and I've also worked in substance misuse services.
So that's like quite a big range of things. Have you met a lot of different people from like different walks of life and stuff while working in those jobs?
Yeah, I've met a lot of different individuals over the last 20 years, yeah, from all walks of life.
So would you both say that you've got quite a lot of experience with mental health?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So this part is about how different types of music can make you feel. So I've got 2 tracks for you, and basically I want to know how they make you feel.
She has learned to control an emotional reaction through signals given to herself by reasoning.
So how did that make you feel?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
quite a nostalgic sound.
Yeah.
Nostalgic, calming, but
Yeah.
it's also a bit like eerie as well.
Yeah.
Melancholic.
Yeah.
Good way to describe it.
Yeah.
If you say nostalgic, what kind of does it remind you of, like childhood or?
Yeah, definitely sort of has like the makes me feel like it would be like if it was using like a film sort of aspect, it would
Yeah.
be a flashback type scene.
I thought it was like a bit of a sentimental track.
Yeah. Like how?
Because it doesn't have many words in, so it just kind of like it just lets your kind of mind just sort of wander about a bit.
Yeah. Is that what like in the track makes you feel like that? Like the lack of words?
I think so. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't seem to have like much structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite an ambient track, quite relaxing, but it has a bit of a melancholic theme to it.
it gave me like a sense of it raining outside. Like, you know, as I was listening to the track, I just thought I was looking out the window and it was raining and I just was feeling a bit fed up, really.
And how did that little snippet make you feel?
It's like melancholic again, but it's sort of, instead of nostalgic, it's more like longing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of
That's interesting.
reminiscing.
That's interesting. What about you, Jeff?
Well, yeah, Sam. It made me feel melancholic, but like, I don't know. It seems like there's like a glimmer of hope in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting.
That one definitely was a bit more cheerful. I could hear birds sing and it made me feel like I was like sitting on a beach on a nice sunny day. You know, it made me feel warm inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it felt like a nice summer's day. Just like enjoying the sunshine. Just quite relaxed. It was nice.
It's quite crazy how music can take you to places like that, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Have you ever felt an intense emotional wave from a song, and what do you think caused it about the song?
Definitely. I think that's the main reason I like music so much. Is
Yeah.
because it can give that sort of emotional impact.
Yeah.
No, I've definitely had songs make me feel like that, 100%.
What song would you say is like the most?
Probably Maggot Brain.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Like we just discovered it a good time, and it's a 15-minute song, but I could happily listen to it.
Yeah.
every day.
It's
Yeah.
like only guitar as well, but
Yeah.
it's like
And there's like this whole story behind it, and it just makes it even like something even more beautiful about it.
What do you think about the guitar made you feel like that?
just the way he plays. It's
Yeah.
like you can't replicate it.
So much
No.
raw emotion behind it.
Yeah,
100%. I think the guy was massive as well
Yeah.
while he was doing it.
that's cool. Okay. Have you ever had a physical reaction from listening to a song, like goosebumps or something?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I think the good thing about when it comes to goosebumps and songs is not just like reserved for like more intimate songs. It
Yeah.
can be from all sorts of songs, like hype songs, dirty riffs on like a heavy track, something like that.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. How does your body react when you hear a song you love, like dancing? And does it just happen on its own? Like, can you just not control it?
Yeah. There are definitely songs I
Yeah.
dance a little too.
Just gotta go with the flow.
That's a good song, yeah.
Yeah.
How different would your life feel if you couldn't listen to music?
Oh, God.
Boring.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
I think one thing that fills most of my day is music. Like I've always just got a little bit of music playing every now and again. I don't think I'd go more than a day without hearing some music.
Yeah.
Is it like a really big part of your life?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So this part of the documentary is about musicians struggling with mental health difficulties. So 73% of independent musicians experience mental health issues. Did you already know this?
No, there's no that.
No.
No. Does that shock you that it's so high? No. Why doesn't it shock you?
I think a lot of people get into music. They want to be a star,
Yeah.
and some people think that it's an easy thing, but you look at most musicians. Before they got big, they've been on for like 7 years. Something like that.
Like it's a slim chance you even get into the industry. It's like
Yeah.
I just think job security is like terrible as well. Like you're not guaranteed, even if you go to like uni, a chance to get into the industry. I think it's it's rough.
Yeah.
Does it make you worried about working in the music industry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
higher than I thought it was. I would have probably thought it was under 50%, so yeah, that is quite shocking.
And that's still quite high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's higher than I thought it was. I thought it was be around 1 in 4, but it's a lot higher than that.
Yeah, well, if you move it to the age gap of like 19, 18 to 25-year-olds, it jumps to about 82%.
Wow.
Yeah. So, why do you think this could be, and what reasons do you think contribute to it?
Probably pressure. You know, there's probably a lot of pressure to like get records out, get sales. There's probably pressure from all different angles, production, management. You know, maybe to go in a different direction with the music. Also social media. Also probably, you know, people might use drugs and alcohol to cope, and that in itself creates other problems.
Yeah, have you worked with people that have been, like maybe not musicians, but just regular people that have been put under pressure and things like that in their lives, and they've used like unhealthy coping mechanisms? Yeah.
Frequently.
Yeah. What about you, John? What do you think?
I think it's hard for a lot of young people now in the world, in that given that you know, housing or you know the cost of living. So I guess if you're trying to make your living as a musician, you know, I guess you've got to somehow as well, you know, afford to live as well. So it makes me wonder about those young people from more working class backgrounds and how they can afford to be, you know, to kind of follow that kind of lifestyle and
To like pursue their dreams.
pursue their dreams, and whereas, you know, and I guess I guess they might have to work as well. I guess a lot of young people who are in the music industry probably have, you know, other ways of making an income as well, other jobs maybe just to make ends meet. So I guess that's you know, there's a lot of there's a lot of stress around that, isn't there? And just in terms of being able to afford your rent.
Yeah. What kind of impact do you think like touring and like sort of like an irregular lifestyle could have? Like what could the sort of irregularities have
They probably
on them?
don't eat and drink as healthy diet as they should, and that you know, if you're not like fueling your body properly, you know, you're like your immune system.
And I guess one of the things that really helps, you know, anybody really with mental health difficulties is a good routine, you know, like a regular routine. And I guess if you're touring or, you know, sleeping in different like towns, hotels, wherever, you know, it's going to be really hard to get into a routine. So even like getting to sleep and things like that, we know how much kind of sleep can impact your mental health. You know, try to get to sleep after a gig. Maybe you could imagine, like, maybe young people, like anybody needing or perhaps feeling like they have to like use substances or whatever to help them switch off after a gig so they can get to sleep.
Missing the families as well, you know, the families and friends, they're like, you know, isolated from the friends and families.
What would you say can be done better to support artists struggling?
I think the welfare system needs to be there as a fallback for anybody who is struggling, you know, in terms of, so they've got some security in terms of like financial security, like housing and such as. I also think it would be good to have, if there was more availability of like rehearsal spaces and communal areas where kind of young people, musicians could meet up, because I don't feel like in society there's really much available in terms of like spaces where that are kind of accessible for young people as well. And then that might be a way of kind of having other people could then support the young people. There could be information provided for them.
Have you got anything to say, Mary, about
I
that?
think talking, you know, people people to be encouraged to talk about how they're feeling rather than bottle things up.
Yeah.
It's good to talk, and mental health is everyone's business, really.
If there's someone struggling, like a musician or just anyone watching this documentary, what would you say to them?
If they're male, I would say try and find your nearest Andy's Man Club, because they really have taken off in Britain, and statistics have proved that they're very helpful, encouraging men especially to talk about the feelings, about mental health.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think just taking each day, taking it one day at a time, trying to have a good routine, spending time with friends and family, doing the things that they like doing, that they're like maybe have lost touch with doing, things that they used to do, maybe things that they used to enjoy.
Yeah, they should try not to compare themselves.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Staying off social media maybe as well, or trying to think about the influence of social media in their lives as well.
Deaf Cats out.